A multi-million-dollar hotel renovation project gets the green light from the Scottsbluff City Council. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Plat Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Plat Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, new life is being breathed into what was once a premier hotel in Scottsbluff. During this week's City Council meeting, a tax increment financing request was approved for a group called the 1901-21 Scottsbluff LLC, who is planning on redeveloping the former Scottsbluff Inn. Andrew Willis, who represents the developer, says the goal is to renovate and remodel the building into a 70-room extended stay facility.
Have a fully equipped kitchenette in each room, on-site laundry, and then fitness center, an outdoor area. They're going to make a pet-friendly outdoor area. But then really that's kind of the, that has some of those other amenities, package handling, grocery delivery. But that's really the focus, or the marketing plan for this hotel we developed.
The total TIF request came in at just over $1 million, which will help cover the cost of purchasing the property, interior demolition, roof replacement, and more. The new hotel is expected to open in the early part of 2026, and when completed, the facility is expected to have a property valuation of more than $3 million. Well, Attorney General Mike Hilger has filed a major lawsuit in Lancaster County District Court yesterday against Change Healthcare, alleging violations of Nebraska's consumer protection and data security laws. The information stolen in the company's data breach included Social Security and driver's license numbers, health insurance information, medical records, and more, forcing Change Healthcare to shut down its systems and impacting healthcare facilities, providers, and patients. During a news conference, Hilgers called the data breach catastrophic, impacting a huge number of Nebraska residents.
It took us months to try to get any sense of what they thought the scope was. So we had to put together our own estimates. Now our estimate in our complaint is that we think close to 600,000 people have been impacted. I think that is going to ultimately turn out to be pretty low. But 600,000 people, that's almost a third of every heartbeat in the state of Nebraska. So it's very, very significant.
Hilger says a big reason for reaching out to the media was to raise awareness of the vast scope of the data that's been stolen so Nebraskans can take steps to protect themselves. He says with such a large amount of information on the dark web, attempts to manipulate those impacted could last for 5 years or more. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Plat Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Plat Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. The case against an 87-year-old Kimball motel owner charged in a 2023 shooting has been dismissed. On Friday in Kimball County District Court, Leota Kant appeared before Judge Derek Weimer as she faced charges of attempted murder and use of a firearm to commit a felony. Following a report from a forensic psychiatrist, it was determined that Kant had a diagnosis of dementia and has been found incompetent to stand trial. In turn, the case was dismissed without prejudice. She had been charged following the October 2023 incident after authorities arrived at her motel and found she shot a male victim multiple times. He was transported to Regional West Medical Center in Scottsbluff with non-life-threatening injuries. Well, a Kimball duo is facing serious drug charges following the execution of a search warrant last week. 39-year-old Dustin Johnson and 44-year-old Natasha Morrison were arrested on Thursday after deputies served the warrant at their camper. Once inside, authorities found an estimated 80 grams of suspected methamphetamine, scales, baggies, and other drug paraphernalia. Both are facing a Class 1C felony charge of possession of meth, 28 to 139 grams, and several misdemeanor charges. Johnson and Morrison were scheduled to be arraigned on the charges this week in Kimball County Court. And a bench warrant has been served for a Morrill man who failed to show up for his August sentencing on drug and weapons convictions. 40-year-old Matthew Hall is facing a mandatory minimum of 3 years in prison after a Scottsbluff County jury in June found him guilty on charges of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, possession of a stolen firearm, and 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance. Hall had posted 10% of his $30,000 bond last January following his December 2023 arrest. He was arrested again in March of this year when he was caught with more than 4.5 ounces of suspected methamphetamine. Court records show that Hall was rebooked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center on Thursday, and a new sentencing date will be filed in the near future.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Ag Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint. You're driving home our reputation.
Hey, it's Tyler Cavall with KRVN Radio, and we're at the Thomas & Mack Center here in Las Vegas as the KRVN Midday Show is on the road once again, thanks to our great sponsors, Ogallala Livestock, North Platte Stockyard, and the Mid-Plains Community Rodeo Team, as we appreciate all of their sponsorship as well. Well, it is day 5 of the National Finals Rodeo. We're talking to Scott Dorenkamp, Livestock Program and Government Relations Manager. And Scott, you were gracious enough to take us around the arena here at Thomas & Mack. We really got to see kind of behind the scenes. This is quite the setup. There's a lot of intricacies that go on in this, and this is something that's not done in one day. There's a lot of different neat things here.
Right. This is a year-round event. As soon as this ends this coming Saturday, round 10, they start right back, and they have a schedule that goes month by month, and when you get to about October, it's day by day, and when you get to November, it's hour by hour. And everybody has a job, and everything's dependent upon everyone working as a team and being smooth.
And it's interesting because everything is down to every single centimeter, millimeter in terms of the chutes that are out there, the different alleyways that are built. The dirt has been around for decades now, and it's it's only used pretty much during the NFR. Right. Talk about all that, because that's so unique that people don't know about.
Right, it is only used during the NFR. We started in Las Vegas in 1985. And they've improved the dirt every year, and it's stored off-site and only used for this event. It is not used for any kind of monster truck or anything like that. It's only used for the NFR.
Special dirt.
Yes.
NFR,
dirt.
special dirt.
Special rodeo.
And the chutes, and again, the alleyways, as we were walking through it, as people watch them on TV, they'll notice that, it looks good. I mean, it's obviously fit very well. Talk about that as well.
Well, everything's made to fit into this arena. where you stand behind the buck and shoots are made to fit in this arena. The angles have to be so when they put it in, it is shot with lasers leveled up. Everything's got to be within a certain tolerance from the walls, everything like that.
How about in terms of the contestants? They have their own spots everywhere. The spot where we're in right now is stock contractor room, but they're all kind of intermingling at different times as well, like this room here.
Oh, right. The riding event, the rough stock riders have their own locker rooms where they can keep their equipment. The Justin Sports Medicine team is here. They'll be here in the mornings for anybody who needs work early in the mornings. Then they'll get here sometime 2 hours, maybe 3 before the rodeo, so the guys can come in, get taped, any kind of help they need.
And we're talking to Scott Dornkamp, Livestock Program and Government Relations Manager, as we are here again. The National Finals Rodeo is part of the midday show from KRVN. Thanks to our great sponsors again, Mid-Plains Community College Rodeo Team, Ogallala Livestock, and North Platte Stockyard. How about the livestock aspect of things as well? That is something that when it goes down to care each day and each night, the planning and processing of all that as well, that is pretty much down to you guys have it down.
I don't know if I'd call it an art, but each animal that they bring may have their own ration, and Purina's good enough to adjust rations for everybody's stock.
Wow.
And then they have a choice of whether they're getting alfalfa, grass, coastal hay, or a mix of some kind. And they get certain amounts at certain times of the day, anything like that. We have a vet on site 24/7 that keeps care of the animals also watching.
When you're the best of the animals, you should be treated like that,
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Most of them, you couldn't buy them for any amount of money from the guys who own them.
And talk about the process of the animals that are selected for the National Finals Rodeo.
The top 25 in every riding event votes on the stock to bring to the NFR, and they whittle them down, and they try to get the same amount out of a left delivery chute as they do a right delivery chute every night. They whittle the list down from 1,400 total animals down to 105 barebacks, 105 broncs, and 100 bulls.
Talk about also the lifespan of an animal that may be doing whatever event that it is.
For the most part, bucking horses they can buck till they're 20, 21, somewhere in there. And before they'll get old, just like a person does. Father time beats everybody, including them. Bulls will buck till they're sometimes 6 or 7.
Scott, one thing too that was noticed as soon as you walk into the arena, and people maybe that have been here before here at Thomas & Mack, it's small.
It is very small. It's about the size of a hockey rink.
Which is wild to think that all these, whether you're roping, whatever it may be, that this arena, you got to do it all there.
Oh yeah, there's not a bad seat in the house. The people that are sitting in the stands are right on top of the action. Yeah. You can't miss anything.
Well, Scott, as we kind of wrap things up here today, what else about the NFR and with PRCA's tied together, that makes it so unique and the marriage there overall?
The partnership with Las Vegas Events in 1985 really kicked everything off, and now it's gotten better every year. We have a new contract with Las Vegas Events for this building, so we're here for the next 12 years, and it just keeps getting better. At one time, we were the only game in town. They have the NFL and all that, but I defy you to find anybody walking down the street without a cowboy hat on right now. Everybody's a cowboy this time of year.
That's a fact. All right, well, that is Scott Dornkamp, Livestock Program and Government Relations Manager for the PRCA, joining us as he was gracious enough to give us time today and also show us around here at Thomas & Mack and their true setup for the National Finals Rodeo. I'm Tyler Cavalli for KRVN Radio.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at TriCity Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing, either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Plat Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Plat Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, Nebraska 3rd District Congressman Adrian Smith is encouraging residents interested in attending the 60th presidential inauguration ceremonies on Monday, January 20th in Washington, D.C. to contact his office for information on obtaining tickets. Smith says each congressional office receives a limited number of tickets, which he will distribute to interested residents of the 3rd District. To submit a ticket request, please contact his Washington, D.C. office at 202-225-6435. Due to limited supply, submitting a request does not guarantee reservation of tickets. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, We'll see you here next time.